Just takes forever to like kick off. So,
there it goes.
oh shit!
Y'all know what time it is.
And now we're starting the live feed too. All right, let's get this going.
Hey,
Guess what day it is?
I don't have to guess because I hear the camel.
Hey, guess what day
I hear him.
Oh, come
You
on,
hear the
I know
camel?
You can hear me.
Hump
I know you can
day.
hear me.
What day is it, Mike?
It's Hump Day.
It is.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Maglo.
Welcome back, Glenn. I would say welcome back, Nurse Sean, but he's not with us today.
He's missing the action today.
He is missing in action. What's up with that, man?
I hope he's okay.
He said he wasn't feeling very good today.
Oh, well.
I like this music though to kick off.
I do too, man.
You want to kind of do a little Hump Day HideOut freestyle for our live viewers
Hey,
and
Hump Day.
kind of give a little Hump Day freestyle. I'll be your hype man,
Day.
and then we'll switch. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Show 'em what you got.
Oh. Sitting back on the hump day. Every day be doing it our way.
Our way.
Trying to get you straight to your Friday. Friday, we don't play on the hideaway. Where your alibi? Better stop by. If you ain't tuned in, you're a goddamn lie.
You
if
a
this
lie.
ain't hot,
It ain't.
then who am I?
Who are you?
Sir Glenn.
Yep.
And friends.
Yep.
Aglo in the building.
Yep.
Hump day position.
Yep.
We do this every week. This is our second edition. Reintroducing the launch rocket pocket. Stop it. You need to stop.
Damn.
Hey.
It's the Hump Day.
A hump day.
You could hump somebody on this day.
Okay.
Just don't hump the same sex because then that's gay.
That's-
I don't care unless you swing that way.
That's
hey,
true.
what can I say?
Go. Go.
What? It's more than just Wednesday.
Go.
You
Go.
hiding out at the Hump Day HideOut where
Go.
we gonna grind out and we gonna ride out. You know where I am and you know where I be like Cardi B.
Matt Lowe.
I'm doing
Hey.
everything but watching football. Take a knee.
Hey.
Ray Lewis on TV.
Hey.
Acting like a coon.
Coon.
Hey, I couldn't rhyme anything else after that. I thought it was pretty good though.
That was pretty good, man.
We get a
You hit
round of
on
applause.
current events and everything. I'm impressed about that. I'm impressed with that.
Thanks. I try. I
Hey.
try real hard, man.
Well, it's good to be here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And anybody that's looking at us live right now, I want to thank you for also checking in because
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
this is a pre-recorded episode, but you
Yeah.
get to see it live by checking in on Facebook.
Yeah, anyone who wants to see the shows live or see like our live fuck ups and shit like that, they can check it out on Facebook Live. We're live on Facebook right now. Hump Day HideOut on Facebook.
Absolutely.
You can also go to humpday-hideout.com and Hump Day HideOut on Instagram, and we're just having a lot of fun. I mean, it's 2 out of 3 hosts right now.
2 out of 3 hosts.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're still at critical mass. Still majority of the cast. So we're gonna make this happen.
I'm a little sad. It's only 2 of us.
It changes things a bit.
It does.
It's an adjustment.
It changes the entire dynamic.
It does.
See, because the reason is now when we talk about like racially charged content, we don't have like any like Caucasian relief to be like, nah, these black guys aren't crazy.
Right. They have a white friend.
Come on, Nerd Sean, you were no, I'm sorry,
Savage.
Infinity Savage, because
Savage.
that's what our last co-host is. He goes by Infinity Savage. Infinity Savage, you were our Caucasian relief for all the pseudo racist shit that we say out of our mouths.
Yeah.
And of course, it's pseudo racist because black people can't be racist.
Fact.
Impossible.
Fact.
So let me go ahead and I'm gonna play some sad music. Well, not sad, but inspirational to kind of help us, to commemorate the fact that Sean should be here. Sean, we miss you.
We miss you, sir.
We definitely would have loved to have you be on the show today.
We would have loved to have you come and freestyle with us.
But in memory of Sean, we're going to kind of remember some of our favorite moments with him on the show. I remember when he said that you could use, was it Vicks?
Vicks Vapor Rub. What was it for, man?
I have no idea.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Well, let's keep it general.
What the fuck does he contribute to the show? I'm
was-
lost.
he
I was trying to like have good memories, and all the memories I have of him are like personal, like as a normal friend,
As
but
a person?
as a host, I mean.
Well, he did. I think he brought forth the life hacks.
Oh, Sean,
He does the life hacks.
Sean
which is
does
where the whole
Nerd
vapor,
Sean, you do life hacks. You help
not hurt.
people get over the hump with your life hacks, and now that he's not here,
We're just gonna have to find some other ways to get people over the hump.
It won't be through life hacks.
I know. That's not our thing. That's nerd. I'm sorry. Infinity Savage thing.
Infinity Savage, we miss you. And anyone who's tuned in right now, you can go ahead and go on Facebook or Instagram. His at is Nerd Sean, and I want you guys to tell him how much we miss him being here. And it's going to be hard to carry on with our pseudo-racist content without any Caucasian relief. But we're going to try. Best as possible.
I was going to ditto.
Oh, shit. We don't need any of that with the way shit's going now. Look at fucking Ray Lewis. I mean,
you're right. Wait. Let's talk about Ray Lewis, but not now. Let's talk about Cardi B now. Wait.
Whoa,
Before we talk about Cardi B.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. Yeah. Let's thank our listeners.
Thank you, listeners.
Let's thank our affiliates.
Thank you, affiliates.
Old number 7.
Thank you, Old number 7.
Be Legendary Crew.
Thank you, Be Legendary
DC
Crew.
Top 20.
Thank you, DC Top 20.
Now,
there's a round of applause for all of our affiliates and hallelujah. We really thank God for you guys.
Indeed.
Every
day, especially every hump day.
So, how's your week been so far since the last hump day? I see you gotten over the hump. You've also lost the sleeves on your shirt.
The sleeves.
So that means that you're in a good place in life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even though your wife looked at me crazy, like, where are your clothes?
I
was like, it's 102 degrees in September.
When she said it, she was like, where are your clothes? And I was like that. I didn't have a problem with her saying it, but I was like, why are you so concerned? You know what I mean? It's almost as if like the lust meter went up. And she's like, I don't need to be seeing your friend's arms. So you got to cover up next time, bro. I think.
Hopefully it'll be normal October weather next time. So that'll be conducive.
This radio show is going to turn into a fucking soap opera if you don't wear more clothes on Wednesdays. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you're live right now, you can get a look at what Glenn has on. I mean, it's a very nice tank top. I've never really seen a tank top with a breast pocket though.
The breast pocket actually comes in very handy for carrying things.
Okay.
Like cards or lighters or just small trinkets. You know what I mean?
Oh, so what kind of cards do you carry?
I don't carry cards.
That was the first thing you said it was good for. Was for carrying cards.
If someone hands me a card, like a business card or some shit like that,
then you put it in your breast pocket.
Tuck it in my breast pocket. Yeah. So it can be convenient for that.
It looks convenient. I'm a little jealous because I have on a button-up shirt and it doesn't have a breast pocket. You know what I mean?
Maybe I remember your last one had a hole in it and it couldn't hold change. So maybe
that was my pants. That was the pants. That was the shorts that I was wearing last week.
Short set. Okay. Well, you know what? We all have to start somewhere.
You're right.
And so maybe you'll take this.
No wonder my wife was so impressed.
She was like, "Is that a pocket?"
She was like, "Damn, his arms are out and he still has a fucking pocket on his breast." Like shit. Oh, my husband has his fucking nipple sweat showing through his shirt. Good God. So no. Tell me how your week was, man.
Man, it was a good week, man.
Was it?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Been pretty productive. Been working on getting some things off the ground for this weekend. I want to. That's a secret.
Is it?
I got a secret for this Friday. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. Stay locked in. Maybe even follow me.
Yeah. If you want to find out the secret, well, I mean, we'll post it on the Hump Day HideOut too. It's gonna be good though.
We maybe. We'll hint maybe.
We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. What else did I work on? I got some new equipment, which is pretty cool. I love adult toys, so not those kind of adult toys. I realize how that sounds.
Now, mind you, you do have even on the live stream right now, you can see you got handcuffs and whatnot hanging behind you. So those are not the adult toys that he's referring to.
No, but I got a new sound system, portable sound system for use, which is
nice.
Kind of a hint towards the secret. Actually.
Oh, so does that mean you're gonna do the Hebrew Israelites and scream at people on the streets? Take in my love and truth or go to hell.
Are you born again?
Yeah. No.
Somebody asked me that in my
What
list,
does that mean?
Somebody asked me that this week.
What'd you tell him?
No.
That's the only like logical answer. Are you born again? I don't know.
I'm a 30-year-old man.
It's a little late to be doing that, right? My mom's gonna hate me. I'm like, Ma, we can do this one or two ways. I can be a pagan or you can open up.
The choice is yours.
No, that did happen. That did happen this weekend. You told me somebody asked you about being born again. It's funny because I actually had a run-in with Jehovah's Witnesses this week, and I thought it was awesome. I entertained them very well.
Yeah.
And I entertained them for an exuberantly long time too. Yeah. I didn't let them come in the house though. We stood at the front porch and we just talked. And I like whenever I talk to Jehovah's Witness, I like walking up to the door with like just my drawers on.
Right. I was gonna be like, were you in flip flops and no shirt?
Fuck the flip flops. Nothing but boxers. Dick swinging. And you know my son's pot. You can like when you open the door, you can see my son's pot. So when I open the door, I'm wearing like boxer briefs, and then my son's like taking a piss in the pot. So my son's pissing in the pot. His dick is out. I'm sitting there at the door, my dick swinging through my boxer briefs, and they're like, "Are you bored again?" I'm like, do I look bored again?
You're pretty much naked, so yeah.
I'm like, actually, you know what? We both actually just came out of the vagina. It was his first time, and it was my second time. So you guys it's perfect. You guys can help us celebrate our birthday. Oh, hold on, Jehovah's Witnesses don't celebrate birthday.
That was not politically correct.
You need to shut the fuck up.
I was talking to myself. I don't want any like social justice warriors or like, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is the left or the right, or I don't know where they fit in.
The middle, the
straight and narrow,
the straight and narrow path.
The straight and narrow.
Get on the straight and narrow.
I'm not in the left or the right. I'm right in the middle on the goddamn straight and narrow.
Get on the straight and narrow.
No, it was good. They didn't try to. So when I talked to these Jehovah's Witnesses, they came to the door and I answered it. And
was it this weekend?
No, this was Monday.
Okay,
this is Monday. They should be in church on the weekends.
Yeah.
So I think they were at mosque on the weekend, and so they came to my mosque. So they came to my door on Monday, and he knocked on the door. It was two guys, and they were black and very nice. And he was like, "I know you're busy. I'm not trying to hold you, because I'm in my boxers." I told him, I said, "I'm not busy at all."
Yeah, I think they expect. They expect the response to be like, "Fuck off,"
pure rejection.
Yeah.
They were, and they didn't.
Did they even know what to do after that? They were like, "Oh, wait a minute,
dude." I kept them there long enough until they told me they had to go.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was awesome. Now, mind you, I do have an entire stack of like Jehovah's Witnesses paperwork, but we went through every page. I'm like, so explain this, and they're like, well, just read through this, and I'm like, I like try to like conjure up like some emotion. I'm like, I can't read.
Like, this is the time that I have for this. If we don't do this now, I'm not gonna do it.
I told them, I said, I don't have my reading glasses on. Can you just read this to me? So like, I made them like read the pamphlets to me, and like we talked about a bunch of stuff.
Did they tuck you in? Oh, yeah, you didn't let them in.
I didn't let them in the house.
Yeah, you didn't let them in.
I don't think they wanted to come in the house. And then it was funny because we sat there. We talked, and the whole time I'm talking to these Jehovah's Witnesses, they go in groups. So it's two at my house, and then there was like a group of ladies and another group of guys. I'm talking to them so long, they swept the entire block, and they all come back like to my house. I'm like, this is perfect. Now I have an audience for my nudity, and that's when they kind of cut it short
because they were ready to go.
Oh, I think one of the ladies was like his wife and daughter, and so I'm like, I really, really want to hear about this, like God stuff you have. Like, tell the ladies come up and talk to us.
It's like, listen, buddy, this is a 9-to-5 gig.
Yeah. And the whole time,
you want to get off.
You know how you do like that? You do like that nervous leg. So I got like my knee going the whole time. My dick's just gyrating.
You're a real old man. You're a real old man. Don't give a fuck. You're like Kevin Hart's grandfather.
Dude, tell
that cat, get out the bowl.
I think 92% of men have penises. So
such a low number. I feel like that's a low number.
Well, times are changing
every day.
So around 92% of men have penises. So I feel comfortable with mine. So if I'm, if you answer my door and I happen to be in my drawers and they knocked with such urgency. You know what I mean? It was almost like when they knocked, it was like God is calling. So I was like, oh shit,
you better answer. Don't miss that call.
Fuck the sweatpants, man. I just gotta go answer. So I answered the door, and it was cool. We talked for a while. But then when the women came back, they wanted to leave. I wouldn't invite them in then.
They don't want that temptation. Don't be tempting the Jehovah's Witness ladies.
Yeah,
it's not good.
They gave me some good information I didn't know.
Well, good information is always good.
Yeah. They told me that the devil rules the world, and I was like, well, I guess we're fucked. They were like, no, we're good. And
they were talking about Trump.
You know what? That may have been who they were referring to when they said Satan.
It could have been.
Satan. Holy crap.
Look, would you look at this?
Look at that.
Look at
People
this.
sitting there disturbing our live stream with phone
feed.
calls.
I don't like it. You better be they should be watching this right
They
now.
should be. Instead of calling my phone.
Rude.
Anyway, that's how my week went.
That was like the highlight, I guess.
That was the highlight of my week.
Fantastic.
Now go back to the highlight of your week.
What was the getting my
You
stuff?
didn't get that. You said you got some equipment.
I got
but
some
then
equipment.
That was
I
as
worked-
far as we got.
I got the equipment. I set it up. I rehearsed
Nice.
for a thing that I'm doing. Maybe a show, maybe not. Clearly a show. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but it's interesting because usually artists don't buy equipment to do shows. So there is a plot twist that's going to be coming up here.
A plot twist too. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about it next week because I'm excited. Other exciting thing, just dropped a new record yesterday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you did. Everyone
really
should definitely go check that out. What's the name of the record? Is Billie Jean?
Billie Jean. It's a Billie Jean remix.
Awesome.
So anybody who's rest in peace to Michael Jackson. Anybody who's a MJ fan, I think you're gonna love this track. It's been
let's
original beat.
fix that statement. Everyone should be.
Everyone.
Michael Jackson.
They should be.
If you like Michael Jackson, you'll love this song.
I think so.
So everyone will love this song?
Bentley Hendricks, our spotlight
you
artist.
know it. I know everyone. Yeah.
Artist from last week is actually the person who produced the record.
Fantastic.
The original, it was remastered and.
So is this something that you guys did back in Atlanta when you both lived there? Because I know he's in Cali
we
now.
Did it
you
in,
live in
we
DC.
did it in St. Louis.
So
when he was
the
still
plot
at home.
thickens.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's right. You're from Atlanta. He's from St. Louis. I keep
yeah.
thinking
We
like
met
they're
in
like.
Atlanta.
I keep thinking like St. Louis is in Atlanta.
In Atlanta, you're carrying that shit over from last episode. So he made the
to
beat.
show you how good I am at geography. Right? All I know is like my U.S. map consists of California, New York, Florida, and what?
Like, did y'all record that in Africa? Like, it was like South Africa. Nah, dude. That's
Billy Hendricks is like yes. So no, okay. So he was in St. Louis at the time.
Yeah. So I drove up to St. Louis. I spent about a week up there.
Okay.
We recorded multiple
So
tracks.
it's like an hour outside of Atlanta.
8-hour drive.
Okay.
There goes geography again, kids.
I'm working on it.
You study those maps.
Yeah, you'll do. I bet you. Once I get my passport, it'll help.
It will.
I probably
you
should
need that to go
more.
from Atlanta.
I need more probation to be lifted before I can travel anywhere. So,
you hear that? Lift his probation.
yeah, come on. Can we get a petition to lift my probation so I can
Start that shit up?
They
already got a petition to take down that statue for old Ray. So
we're going to talk about that in just a
we'll
second.
get into it. We keep digressing.
So okay, so yeah, you took a trip to St. Louis.
Took a trip to St. Louis. We recorded the record. It was crazy because the way he did it was he did the beat. And he just did it to the entire song of Billie Jean. And when I heard it, I was like, I just wrote to it. I like filled gaps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I got this. I got this record.
I listened to the track a number of times, and the thing I like about it the most is that the way that Michael Jackson did the Billie Jean record, it has so much ambiguity to it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because when I was a kid, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. I definitely didn't know he was talking about sex.
Right.
Or, get someone pregnant. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just like, Billie Jean ain't my lover. Like, fuck the bitch. You know what I mean? But I didn't get it. So, as I progressed and I've been listening to Michael Jackson all my life, like, all right, cool, well, the track makes more sense. Mm-hmm. But the spin that you put on it took something that's timeless and made it current. Does that make sense?
It does.
I
mean, and that's what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I think with me and with Bentley, and even the updated beat, you know what I mean, and everything brought that whole vibe together.
And it really is a great track. And big shout out to Bentley Hendricks, man, because he produced the hell out of that thing, man.
Yeah, he did.
It almost sounds like you and Michael Jackson were in the studio together.
That's what somebody told me that same thing. Somebody made that exact same comment to me. And that was even before it was fully remastered.
It was probably me. Sometimes I call you and I use like a text app and a voiceover. just to boost your ego, like, man.
Wow, somebody's listening.
I'm like, I know what my meal ticket looks like.
Good. If you help me get it.
You're like, I got 1 million fans. Nah, you got this one nigga with nothing to do who clicks on this shit 1 million different times.
I'm gonna keep you motivated.
I hit every public library in Maryland just to get your streams up. But
I appreciate that.
I can't go anywhere outside of Maryland, so I gotta do my part. But I know it's a great track, guys. If you want to check that out, we're gonna play it here in a minute.
Yeah.
But also on SoundCloud. I mean, you dropped it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna share this with the listeners. We were talking yesterday about the show and just going through some pre-production. I mean, really just talking as friends. And we're talking about the track. He just released it. I'm like, have you looked at the numbers? And he's like, nah, I don't really look at the numbers. And I'm not, And I was like, all right, that's cool. The minute we got off the phone, I went to look at the numbers.
That's a true story.
Then I called him right back and I'm like, have you looked at the numbers? And he's like, dude, we just got off the phone like less than 2 minutes ago. And I'm like, you at 2,500, nigga. But I mean, let's get the kids.
Thank you, kids. Thank you.
The kids are so much fun.
I do it for the kids. If the kids
if the
kids don't rock with it,
I don't believe that.
Well, if the kids rock with it, then it's rocking.
My son loves your music.
Yeah.
I mean, he's 2. But he loves it.
Yeah.
I think he loves anything because he can't choose his own music. But when he gets old enough and I get old enough, he'll be the one loading up my iPod. So hopefully there'll be plenty of search going on.
How do you use this
there.
newfangled 3D holographic?
Do you remember when iPods just had one button in the middle and a little spinner thing around it? I think they're still like that, but I haven't seen one in forever. No, they're touchscreen now. They're like iPhones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You remember iPods?
Yes.
Somebody let me know who still hasn't used an iPod.
Yeah,
please check in.
I think they're completely like incompatible now.
Please check in.
But iPods used to be thick like Game Boys. They had a little screen, they had a button in the middle and a little like spin wheel and you could like spin your finger around. So God forbid you had like an iPod that was like a 32 gig because for you to get from A to Z you would get carpal tunnel syndrome in one thumb trying to get to your music. Right? Everybody just like hit random, dude. Just fuck it.
Fuck it. I remember that.
But the track is awesome, and I respect it because anyone who pays homage to the greats like Michael Jackson, I got to give it up to you. So
just fantastic. At the end of the day, as long as it's good music and I think I did it right. I think we did it right.
Let's not keep everybody waiting, guys. You can hear this song on SoundCloud. It's on SoundCloud if you want to follow Sir Glenn Lamar. That's Sir, but the Glenn has 2 N's. It's GLENN. Sir Glenn Lamar, LAMAR, because I know we have some Caucasian relief who may not be able to figure that out. But Sir Glenn Lamar, and he has a lot of good music on there. And that's one of his new ones. I want to try to get that song to at least 10,000 streams by the end of the week.
That would be awesome.
I've done 2,500 by myself.
That would be fantastic. So if somebody else can step up to the plate, 3 more people step up to the plate, do your 2,500, and then we'll be
good. We'll be good to go. You just
got
to go hit every public library
let me know. I'll send you a shirt or something to tell my thanks, and then
I'll send you the shirt he has on now. It has a breast pocket and no sleeves, and my wife absolutely loves it. And she loves it because I can tell because she hates it, and I know how that works. She was trying to mask her lustiness. No, my wife loves me. She loves you too, though. You're awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome.
We got an action-packed show. We're going to be taking a knee on a lot of shit today.
We are going to be taking a knee.
Yeah. I think Ray Lewis is the reason why the Ravens got the shit beat out of them by the Jaguars this weekend.
Yeah, they should
7-44.
They should do something like ban him from the stadium.
Oh, you mentioned earlier there's a petition.
Yeah.
And they have over 20,000 people who signed the petition to actually remove the Ray Lewis statue that's in front of M&T Bank Stadium, which is the Ravens Stadium.
Yeah. I heard it's pretty shooken up over
That's
that.
That's a badass statue, though. It is.
I've never seen it, but I've heard about its lore. Its lore, and it's.
I mean, it's a statue, and it has him like in his gear, and he has like the one leg up. He does it like the little pullback thing with.
So Ray Lewis is a part of this whole movement as they're taking down all these Confederate generals.
Well, Ray Lewis has just become a part of the movement by being neutral, and I guess it's also a ode to if you let it happen, you're just as bad as doing it.
Complicity.
Well, I mean, the issue is let's save it.
Let's save it.
You want to save it till after the song?
Yeah, let's save it.
So before we start destroying Ray Lewis, let's
let's uplift Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B did awesome. Cardi B.
Congratulations.
Let's give a round of applause to Cardi B.
Number 1 on the Billboard's Hot 100.
Yeah,
first female hip hop artist to do that in since Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That thing.
It's amazing.
It's actually surprising and amazing.
Yeah, and to me personally, I think that Cardi B would be the one to do it. There was a lot of big debate on whether or not she would get there, but I mean, she was number 2 for so long. The song has been on the charts for so long. I mean, even if she retires after this, which I would do.
She could leverage this
The one
shit
thing I'll
into-
tell you is that one-hit wonders are never forgotten. But people who take being a one-hit wonder and then attempt to, build a career off of it, they get forgotten.
Yeah, that's just like
Because people get to a
mind.
place where they'll start despising you.
Yeah, you stepped into my mind because it was like, her whole what her buildup was being real and people like loving that and everything about her, and like the people that didn't like it were like clearly just hating, right? And so she's like the whole song's like, haters, look at me now, I did it, made that shit happen. Like her brand is like the perpetual underdog who's winning now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
she's definitely winning.
And so it's now like people expect her to win.
Well,
you know what I mean?
So I don't know what people expect, and I think that's the thing with Cardi B. No one expected this. So I think that she's in a place where people don't really have so much expectation, which is fantastic for an artist, but people support her.
Right.
So I think that if she can exist in that space where people aren't expecting another number one record, but they are willing to support her, then great. I mean, and in all honesty, she's done something that just in music is going down in history. She's already made history.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Cardi B, and I just wish that I was on the scene when she was a stripper. I'd love to see her clap that ass.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto. I second that motion. I think it would have been fantastic. I would have had a story to tell about it. When I meet her again, when I see her one day,
she probably
I'd be
would.
like,
I'd ask her, be like, Cardi, look,
I cashed out on you.
Yeah, I'd be like,
You got stacks now, right? I'm gonna need that back.
Only thing is, you probably have to deal with what Migos she dating. Takeoff, you might have to deal with him, but
We'll cross that bridge when it comes.
exactly. We just have to make sure we catch her on the humble when she's by herself.
Yeah.
In traffic with her pink Bentley. She bought a pink Bentley truck.
That's flashy.
Hey, congratulations, Cardi B. Anyone could buy a pink Bentley truck. It's awesome. Oh, and it was also crashed up last week too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, someone was driving her around in traffic, and
Easy come, easy go, I guess.
I tell you what, though, to me, the minute the car hit my pink Bentley, I'd be like, "Oh, that sounds like a job opening." Jesus, come on! Can you imagine that insurance deductible? Ridiculous. She can afford it.
Goodness.
Yeah,
Goodness.
she can definitely afford
And
it.
if it's not her fault, then your insurance has to cover it. You're either gonna get dropped or your rate's gonna go.
I don't know how it works because she's like up in
Motherfucking
New York or
rules.
something like that. I don't know how it works there. What I don't. That's not my type of news, but I did hear about it. So.
Okay.
But big shout out to Cardi B doing big things in music. And I guess we'll see where she goes from here. I think that right now the countdown is to see how long she can stay at number one.
Yeah.
She officially did have the song of the summer, and we're going to see if she can follow up with a sick album. If she can, then hey, her longevity is secure.
Indeed, and that will be what everybody is anticipating. People who love her, people who hate her, they're all going to be waiting to see how that turns out. I'm excited to see how it unfolds. I'm excited. I'm entertained.
Just for someone who's not known for music and being the underdog,
I'm entertained.
I'm entertained as well.
Yeah,
and I think everybody else is.
Everybody loves an underdog story,
except for Iggy Azalea.
Fuck Iggy Azalea.
All right, Iggy Azalea. Yeah. Hold on, we have a message for you, Iggy Azalea.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Say that then.
I just had to play that back
Say
one
that
more
then.
time. Iggy Azalea, shut the fuck up. She did have some valid points, but she's not the right messenger for this. And then she also tried to make it racial too. She was like, "Oh, black men like Latinas, and that's why she number one in the nation."
What the fuck?
What? All right, so let's just do statistics here. Hold on. Let me see if I have any statistical music I can play here.
I'm just saying, though.
So if you look at it, black people make up around 11% of the population, and women outnumber men by 2 to 3. That means that black men make up about what? 4 to 5% of the black population.
And then of those that are free,
so yeah,
they're about one.
Not to mention,
not to mention
those who are free. Not to mention those who are not children. So you're looking at about what 3% of the black population. If black men were the conduit to put Cardi B at number one, she would clearly not be anywhere near there. So just in response to what Iggy Azalea was saying, there has to be other demographics and people globally.
Yeah, I mean, come the fuck on. Like, even to say that out of your mouth when hip hop is the number one cultural influences across the world. The number one cultural influence comes from hip hop music. So I don't give a damn if you're black, white, Chinese, man, woman, green, or wherever you go. I was just in Cuba. They got their own. They got their version of hip hop. They doing the swag and everything else. So get the fuck out of here, please, with that bullshit.
Yeah, and another thing that Iggy was salty about is she was saying that no one rally behind her or Nicki Minaj or but the thing is, where's the hit record? Because before I even knew it was Cardi B, I heard the record, and I think I talked to you about it. I heard it, and I was like, dude, this record is dope, crazy. Who the fuck is this? You know what I mean? And then I found out it was Cardi B, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I don't even like the video.
I remember.
What I mean? I just like the record, and that's the thing. I mean,
the record's hot. It's hot.
I think that in reality, if this is going to be the recipe that we follow, it's going to be amazing what independent and up and coming artists can do without a lot of clout, with just talent and being true to themselves. Kind of like not Vic Mensa, but Vince Staples. Like Vince Staples to me is someone who reminds me of a Cardi B because he's so solid in himself. He's not trying to be anything but Vince Staples. So if this is the what we're going to be following, I mean, shit, we're going to rally and we're going to be pushing a lot of records to number one, because her who was in number one that she toppled was guess who? I'll play a little snippet for you.
Who did she topple?
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
Who she toppled?
I don't know.
The answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Taylor Swift. She beat Taylor Swift out for number one. Amazing, right?
Absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah, that makes the story so much better.
I gotta say that.
I knew I'd get you to smile with that one, too. Look at that.
Yes. Big up to Cardi B, man. That's impressive.
Up, man.
That's really, really dope.
Well, look, let's get into the content of the show, man. Shout out to our sponsors, DC Top 20, Be Legendary and the Be Legendary crew, not to mention number 7. Shit, man. Let's work on getting your track to the top of SoundCloud, man. Let's get that to number 1.
Let's do that. I'm motivated.
I'm motivated.
You know what I mean? And before we even do that, one more thing. I just have to emphasize that her record's hot, but what took that bitch to number 1, it truly is. What took it over the top, I believe, is just her. You know what I mean? Like who she is.
Absolutely.
Ultimately, she touched people. You know, and that goes a long way in this game, and we're learning that more and more.
There's something to be said about integrity. And another thing that Charlamagne and DJ Academic says, and I've adopted the phrase recently too, is that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So whether you think she's that talented or not, she works hard.
Yep.
And it's homage to hard work and being true to yourself and having some sense of personal integrity, because she's never hidden anything. We all know she's a stripper. We all know she used to suck dick for $1. She's cool with it. She's all right with it.
Holla.
Because guess what?
Because a lot of y'all here sucking dick for $1, but you know what I mean? Y'all out here judging people who sucking dick for $1.
Yeah. I couldn't pay her enough to suck my dick now.
You're right.
It's true. I mean, when do you hit that cusp where it's like, nah, you can't pay me for this anymore?
I guess when that first check come in, that royalty check come in.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
I gotta get some.
You're like, I'm not going to the club tonight. You know what I mean? You get up that morning, check the mail. I ain't going to the club tonight.
Realistically, I've never paid for sexual activity though.
Good.
Yeah, not yet. I still have a lot of life to live. I'm not gonna count myself out. I'm gonna be real with myself. Shit, you never know.
One door closes, another one opens.
You never know. It's probably a private door guarded by security. He's gonna make me pay to get in, but still, hey, it is what it is. It is. The front door closes and the boom room door opens.
That's your door, sir. That is your door.
When I get to that place in my life, G, I'm gonna make sure I let you know.
All right. I'll holler at you. You can holler at me, man. We'll talk about it.
I'll be like, dude, I need to pay for some head. You'll be like, are you there, man? That's it.
You already there, man.
Next week at the beginning of the show, you'll be like, how was your week? And I'm like, dude, I paid for fellatio.
Do tell.
You're like, was it Cardi B? I'm like, nah. She's no longer accepting
She's no longer
money.
available.
She's no longer accepting money for that.
I tried though.
Oh shit! You need to make some money then, so you can keep me employed. See how it goes.
Indeed. Let's get into this, man.
Let's get into your record.
Let's get into this, man.
Go ahead and introduce
I'm ready
it, man.
for it. This new record, Billie Jean remix, featuring yours truly, produced by Bentley Hendrix. I hope it goes right along that timeless classic, and you'll be listening to this record for years to come.
You heard it here first on the Hump Day HideOut. Thanks for riding out with us.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Hey, guess what day it is?
Like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I used to see
now she calling me saying, do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Now I'm on the phone stuck with a broad I ain't seen for at least 12 months, so I said I ain't true. Told her that I need proof, he look just like you. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. Told me her name was Billie Jean and she caused the scene. Said she couldn't believe I'm denying my seed. Now everyone's staring at me. How could this be? Thought that I died in my eyes and crossed all my T's. Tired of this shit. Your karma's a bitch. Got drama following me.
People always told me, be careful what you do. Be careful what you do. Don't go around making girls hard. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful who you love. Be careful what you do. After the lie becomes true. Hey, the Billie Jean, not my love.
And she never was. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough.
But the kid is not my son. She says I am the one.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. For 40 days and for 40 nights, I was on the side. Did all I could do in that time to control my pride. Just look at my eyes. I see through the lies. Her plan was devised on the low. Caught me by surprise. Don't know what to do with it. Brought out some mind.
They might stroke advice. Just remember to always
don't know what to do with it. Brought out some mind. So I'm biding my time. Till the day she realized that I'm not a quick ride. I've been getting that good since the age of like 9. And so stop acting like 5. But it's never that simple in life, I can't lie. She said, open your eyes and see. Your eyes and see.
the photo, baby, bright eyes would like mine.
Hard to deny, I cannot lie. Swear on my life, something inside, stressing my mind, got me feeling like something's to doubt.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Be careful what you do.
Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But she came and stood right by me. Cause I smell her sweet perfume.
Be careful who you
I
love.
guess I haven't much to say. She called me to her room. Hey, the Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I am the one.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough.
Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I am the one.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. In the club with the bruh, posted up on the blunt, got some drink in my cup, DJ turn it up, bring the bass to the speaker bus. Tell the waitress bring another bottle, what the shit we leaning on. All the women got me feeling like I'm in the baddest bitch's thumb. Hit the floor and then I turned it on. When she told me that she loved the song, now we on the floor, sweating, not stressing, 3 in the morning. Still going strong, guess about the time to take her home. I'm a man, you're a woman, I know what she want. And got to the crib, now we lost in the moment. It was good at the time, but I wish I would've thought it through. Never would've followed through. Got me on my knees, wondering if it is true. What do I do? What do I do?
Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I am the one.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
We're gonna run that back. This is a Hump Day HideOut exclusive. You already hear first, Sir Glenn Lamar, Billie Jean. Go ahead and stream that on SoundCloud as much as possible. Run it up for us. We're gonna run it up for you. Thanks for riding out with the Hump Day HideOut.
She was more more like a beauty queen from a movie scene who I used to see periodically. Now she calling me saying, do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Now I'm on the phone stuck with a broad I ain't seen for at least 12 months. So I said I ain't true, told her that I need proof. He look just like you. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. Told me her name was Billie Jean and she caused the scene. Said she couldn't believe I'm denying my seed. Now everyone's staring at me. How could this be? Thought that I dotted my eyes and crossed all my T's. Tired of this shit. Your karma's a bitch. Got drama following me.
People always told me, be careful what you do. Be careful what you do. Don't go around making girls hard. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful who you love. Be careful who you love. After the lie becomes true. Hey, the Billie Jean, not my love.
And she never was.
She just a girl.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. For 40 days and for 40 nights, till I was on the side. Did all I could do in that time to control my pride. Just look at my eyes. I see through the lies. Our plan was devised on the low. Caught me by surprise. Don't know what to do with it. Brought out some mind.
They might scroll, get right. Just remember to always
Don't know what to do with it. Brought out some mind. So I'm biding my time. Till the day she realized that I'm not a quick ride. I've been getting that good since the age of like 9. And so step acting like 5. But it's never that simple in life, I can't lie. She said, open your eyes and see. Your eyes and
show
see.
the photo, baby, bright eyes, would like mine.
Hard to deny, I cannot lie. Swear on my life, something inside, stressing my mind, got me feeling like something's to doubt.
People always told me, be careful what you do.
Be careful what you do.
Don't go around breaking young girls' hearts. But she came and stood right by me. Cause I smell her sweet.
Be careful who you love.
Yes, having much to say. She called me to her room. Hey, the Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I ever was.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough.
Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I ever was.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. In the club with the bruh, posted up on the blunt, got some drink in my cup, DJ turn it up, bring the bass to the speaker bus. Tell the waitress bring another bottle, what the shit we leaning on. All the women got me feeling like I'm in the baddest bitch's thumb. Hit the floor and then I turned it on. When she told me that she loved the song, now we on the floor, sweating, not stressing, 3 in the morning. Still going strong, guess about the time to take her home. I'm a man, you're a woman, I know what she want. And got to the crib, now we lost in the moment. It was good at the time, but I wish I would've thought it through. Never would've followed through. Got me on my knees, wondering if it is true. What do I do? What do I do?
Billie Jean, not my love.
She never was.
Just a girl who turns on I ever was.
Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough. Do I look dumb? Are you that gone? No, we had fun and we did fuck, but I wrapped up, not good enough. Not good enough.
Billie Jean, not my love.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Don't call me Billie Jean.
Whew.
Welcome back to the Hump Day Hideout.
Welcome back.
We are now live streaming.
Damn. That was good.
Thank you.
That's fantastic, bro.
Thank you.
I gotta say, Napoleon. I gotta say that was an awesome track. I gotta give you kudos on that one, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And tell them again where they can find it.
They can find that track on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Sir Glenn Lamar.
Yeah.
Right on my page.
Yeah.
Top of the page. You can't miss it.
Page.
You can't miss it. So go check that record out.
Go check that record out, man. Yeah, we played it twice. So when they hear the show again, they can hear it at least twice there. But
yeah,
we want some SoundCloud streams.
We want some streams. We want some likes. You know, if you like it, hit that heart button.
Yeah, even if you don't like it, just hit it anyway.
Just hit it anyway.
Because there's not a dislike button, so
yeah,
don't be a dick about it.
Right.
Anyway,
comment, do all that shit. I'll respond. We can talk about it.
I had to put on some creepy music for what we're talking about next.
All those creeps.
It's about to get weird.
I think it's weird.
I think it's weird enough as is already, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk football since no one's watching it.
If you're watching our live feed, you'll see the title.
What you title it?
Take a knee, Ray Lewis.
Take a goddamn knee, Ray Lewis. Well, he took two.
He took two.
He took two knees.
He did take two knees.
So I guess we can fill everybody in on what we're talking about. So
run them down.
Everyone is familiar with the whole Colin Kaepernick situation and how he was taking a knee during the national anthem, and it has nothing to do with the flag, the national anthem, or any of that stuff. It had everything to do with injustices and as far as African Americans being mistreated and killed by police when unarmed. And things like that.
And there being no consequence or
exactly. Not just because it's happening, but because it's happening, there's no consequence. I mean, people are killed every day by police, but it's not always a situation where they're unarmed, they're minorities. They were doing nothing wrong,
right? And
procedurally, the police were still, considered to be right, and they get a slap on the wrist, a little paid vacation, they come back, and they get to do the same thing all over again.
None's the wiser.
None the wiser. Mm-hmm. Well, Colin Kaepernick was the wiser because he's the one who started this. And Ray Lewis was one of the main ones who pretty much said that disrespectful. You can stick the football, you little bitch.
Right. Don't think or talk about anything as if you live in this bubble. As if we live in this bubble where the things that we do for a living outweigh anything else that's going around us.
And I think that the things that we do for a living, they should be a reflection of the freedoms and the ability that you have to climb the social and economical ladder in America. But it's not. It's disproportionately not that way. Mm-hmm. And I know it's hard because a lot of people have dreams of being in sports and things like that. But if you actually make it to that point, your platform is so vast and broad that it's extremely important to use it in regards to where you came from and where you're going. And we're going to have kids and things like that. Eventually, we got to make this world better for them. Mm-hmm. So shout out to Colin Kaepernick for taking a stand. But what happened recently this weekend had absolutely nothing to do with Colin Kaepernick. So the situation was Donald Trump when he had where was it, in Alabama?
He was in Alabama.
He's in Alabama, and he's getting pumped up by the crowd like he does. And here's one thing: if anyone on the live stream can fill me in on this, I'm gonna pause the music. Why is the president still doing rallies?
He was all right.
I don't understand why.
In this situation, he was actually in Alabama supporting one of the senatorial candidates, who's going to take the place of the little guy in the DOJ, Jeff Sessions.
Okay, yeah.
So they have a special election, which is going to have national implications.
So he was just there.
He was picking sides. He was supporting one of the candidates.
Doesn't your party affiliation pick a side for you? Doesn't it work that way?
The crazy thing is the party is actually backing the other guy because they think he'll be easier to manage.
Oh, okay. So they're like, Trump, we don't want to just chill, bruh. And they're like, bruh. Sorry. So yeah, he's in Alabama, and some of the statements he made were pretty outlandish. He spoke directly to NFL owners who have supported him and helped fund his campaign with millions, and they told them
donate to his inauguration.
Pretty much, he said, if these guys don't want to stand for the national anthem, fire them. Don't let them play. He said, if you support me and they take a knee, walk out of the stadium. which why would you even come? It's like, I'm going to pay all this money for a goddamn seat just to see.
Right.
And then, fuck kickoff. I'm going to walk out.
Money anyway.
I'm going to walk out before the fucking refs even hit the field.
That's just stupid because they already got your money anyway.
So, yeah, he was kind of playing the 50. And then, but I think this was the icing on the cake. He turned around and he said that he called anyone who pretty much takes a knee, he called them sons of bitches.
Right.
And honestly, this is the first time I ever heard any president say the B word.
Yeah, and it's funny that's the group that he decides to call sons of bitches.
Sons of bitches.
He was literally just in the shit that happened in Charlottesville. Literally, white supremacists murdered someone.
Oh, he said there were some good people.
He said there were some good people.
There were some good people there.
Nobody was a son of a bitch.
They had tiki torches and kept the mosquitoes down. There were some good people there.
They were flagging these mosquitoes with their Confederate flags. They were just trying to keep the pest away.
But yeah. So people who actually support, equality and civil rights, they're sons of bitches.
The very thing that this country was quote unquote founded upon was what standing.
Who quoted that quote? Quote.
Maybe Ray Lewis. But anyway,
possibly.
Basically standing up against what we would call tyranny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unjust system that subjugates the people to things such as police brutality with no consequence.
Exactly.
Murder with no consequence. The very thing. But
so we'll tie that back into Ray Lewis. So when this happened, the reality of it is what happened was now all of a sudden the entire NFL is banding together. And they're like, oh, we won't stand for this. Everyone's taking a knee. And so everyone's like taking knees and everyone's like locking arms and everyone's like, or they're just not coming onto the field at all, like the Steelers did. Shout out to Mike Tomlin for that because that was this genius. But, way to stay out of the radar. Look at how Baltimore.
But it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, right?
Well, I'm going to what's going to happen next week because the Ravens play the Steelers next week, so it should be interesting. This may actually be a way to getting the ratings back up. Never know. So yeah, they
actually were up with everybody taking a knee now.
Yeah, everyone was like,
people have been roped in.
Everyone want to check that shit out. Yeah. So pretty much, it's counterintuitive. But Ray Lewis, who went on, he was on the show with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, and he said that he would never take a knee.
Never say never.
And I think that was like I think that was like less than like 8 weeks ago. So this weekend, when the Ravens came out after, and the reality of it is this: everyone taking a knee now and banding together has nothing to do with what Colin Kaepernick stood for.
Right.
And it's everything to do with the fact that you got one billionaire talking to other billionaires, talking shit and telling them what to do, and rich people don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, because some of those very same billionaires who donated to Trump were the ones taking the knee. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, they did it just to spite him. It had nothing to do with civil rights or social justice or none of that shit.
At all.
Nothing.
At all.
So we all know what this is about. So Ray Lewis, who said that he would never take a knee, he should have, stood his ground and just stood up and been like, I'm with Trump, you sons of bitches. But instead, he took two knees. He took two knees.
That was a good way to cop out later.
That was a great way to cop out, Ray Lewis. I gotta shout you out for that because he was like, well, shit.
I wonder how much time he spent at home thinking this through. Like, everybody's doing it. I'm gonna be there. How am I gonna skirt my way around?
He said, "Let me."
You know what?
He was probably like, "Let me pray on it."
By George, I think I've got it.
I think Jesus just gave it to me. So yeah, after getting ripped by Shannon Sharp on Monday,
you got to go watch that. Shannon Sharp.
Shout out to Shannon Sharp, man. Shannon Sharp is fantastic, man.
Very, very intelligent.
And you know something special when someone who's, you proclaim that he's proclaimed to be like, the closest thing to you, as far as friendship and brotherhood is concerned, when they speak out against you.
Yeah.
So I shout out to Shannon Sharp for having some balls. And, he pretty much said this had nothing to do with nothing. And Ray Lewis looks like a fucking idiot.
But that's exactly who you need to hear from, right? Somebody close to you. Like, you're a fucking idiot.
Ray Lewis didn't want to hear it. He said, I'm a grown-ass man.
He didn't want to hear it, but I know it's resting.
Because he looks stupid.
Yeah.
He looked dumb as shit.
We're
like, what? We're 3 weeks into the season. Well, 4 weeks now. It'll be 4 weeks coming up.
He said he was praying.
Yeah, he said instead of taking a knee, he took 2 knees so that he could touch the throne of grace in the midst of all this. So while everyone's sitting there worried about social justice and civil rights. Ray Lewis is praying for our souls, man, just trying to work it out with God, saying, look, I'm not taking a knee because I believe in the national anthem, but I don't want no devil shit. I don't want no dissension.
You better save all these wicked. You better save them.
So Ray Lewis took 2 knees.
on,
and
I'm about to start calling him
what did Charlemagne say? It was classic. Charlemagne said he said he took 2 knees so he could put one on each side of the fence.
He's straddling the shit out that fence.
Straddling the shit.
Where your nuts at, Ray Lewis? Where your nuts? Because if I was straddling the fence like that, my nuts would be in disarray and pain. You know what I mean? Like, where your nuts at?
I mean, there was a number of other people, but I think Ray Lewis was the most notable because of his platform. Not to mention, he now works in the back office for the Ravens.
Exactly.
But Ray Lewis, as a Baltimore resident, I'm disappointed. A lot of people are disappointed in Ray Lewis' behavior.
It's not safe.
Well, you know, they said that he's been getting death threats.
I've heard.
So much so to where he's had to elicit the help of the Baltimore City Police Department.
The irony. The irony. Freddie Gray couldn't solicit that kind of help.
No.
They were actively murdering him.
Actively murdered. Indeed.
I'm sure Colin Kaepernick still gets death threats. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I don't have much.
And there's no help for Colin Kaepernick either. So I don't have any sympathy for Ray Lewis. And actually, right now he has this huge statue that's out front of M&T Bank Stadium, and there's a petition. There's a petition that has I'm sure it's
20,
more
000.
now because that was I think that was yesterday. We got that number. So
it had 20,000.
20,000 signatures right now. Petition to take down Ray Lewis's Confederate statue.
Yeah. I mean, while we're taking them down, we might as well take them all down.
Might as well take them all down. We are. I mean, Maryland is below the Mason-Dixon line, so let's deal with Ray Lewis. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what happens now that this sort of backlash has happened.
You would think that
because I mean that means that's all that matters to him is football, right? Because he's like, Kaepernick, shut the fuck up. It's about football. We're Sunday. We're Warriors. We play football. We shut the fuck up and we play football. Football.
I would say that too. If football, got me
off a
murder charge. I mean, Jesus Christ, Ray Lewis is a fucking. To me, he's a convicted murderer, and I mean, football is what kind of saved him there. So, Ray Lewis is in the sunken place.
Unfortunately, yeah, and I have seen that movie. Remember, y'all used to say that shit to me.
So now you know exactly
and I'd be
what
like,
it is. I wish I had a spoon to whirl around in my beer cans. Jesus,
you did make some tea today.
I did make tea, but I made sure that I put it in a plastic pitcher, so there was no triggering of the sunken place.
Yeah, we don't need that before our show. This show would have been a lot differently.
So I guess really right now I guess we got to see what the next PR move Ray's gonna pull.
I mean the need.
Well, his interview that he did,
Mm-hmm.
where he spoke on it and he addressed Shannon Sharp. He was in London. So I mean, I guess he's trying to stay away from Baltimore as best as possible.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think about it, he was in London yesterday. They just got blown out by the Jaguars on Sunday. It was 7-44 at Jaguar Stadium, which is absolutely embarrassing.
And we
were at the top of our division. You know what I mean?
Back.
So now we got to deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I just want to see how that game's going to go because I mean we'll be out in the field. He'll be taking 2 knees. And Mike Tomlin will be in the what's that place called in the where they keep the
locker room
in the
tunnel,
locker room,
whatever.
Right, or chilling in the tunnel. He'll be there with his players. He's like, look at these idiots.
I just gotta say it, man. Ray Lewis is a fucking lunatic.
It's fucking crazy, bro. I mean, it's a murderer. What do you expect from him?
He's a narcissistic.
He's trying to do everything
lunatic.
he can not to kill anyone. And he's worried about death. Isn't that karma?
It's just crazy. Baltimore,
isn't that karma when a murderer's concerned about death threats? You deserve it. You deserve it, bro.
Circle. I don't know what it is.
You deserve it.
Right. You know what I mean? You better hone those skills, man, and be ready for whatever's coming for you.
Exactly. Well, I think the big thing is like Ray Lewis was the one who dropped the bomb with Colin Kaepernick because, of course, he addressed it, and he made some very very coonish statements regarding it.
Right.
And then afterwards, Colin Kaepernick's wife dropped that meme, the Django
That shit is
Unchained meme.
classic.
And then Ray Lewis is the one who actively released. He said, well, when that happened, we were in negotiations to sign Colin Kaepernick, which I don't believe.
I don't believe it either. And even if it was true, that means that he made the issue of...
That was a perfect deflect. Right?
That mean that... Yeah, I know. And that mean that he made the issue of Ray Lewis bigger than the issue of unjust, police, brutality.
We're talking about police murdering people. It has absolutely nothing to do with the national anthem, the flag. I mean, nothing like that. Colin Kaepernick's like, look, people are dying. And they're like, you're a dick. He's like, you don't get it.
And then everybody else was like, you're black? And the other half was like, I didn't even know.
Check out that glorious fro, man. That was some soul glow shit.
Yeah,
like,
he brought it out. You know what I mean?
Sheen. It had such a sheen to it. But, yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone's missing the point.
Absolutely.
Everyone's missing the point. I think that even with what just happened, everyone's deflecting.
Yeah,
they're completely missing the point.
It's a completely easy thing to do. I mean, but that's what people are comfortable with. People are comfortable with deflection.
Well, the thing about it is people are triggered by emotion. So you see something emotional, like people like the entire NFL band together, but it is not on the premise of what Colin Kaepernick stood for.
They
it's on the
refuse
premise.
to stand up
it's on the
that.
premise. Yeah, they refuse to stand up for that. But the minute that Donald Trump called the players sons of bitches, who are NFL owners, meal tickets. That's when they decided we fully support the players. Marshawn Lynch must be just pissed off.
I bet he is.
He's probably all fucked up in the head. Like, this is bullshit. He's gonna start like sitting on the water coolers. Like, he got to find something else to do.
He might burn the flag. he might.
Isn't that an arrestable offense? Can you arrest somebody?
No,
for
it's
that?
not actually arrestable.
Okay, we can get a ticket.
No, man, that's your.
Again, you'll just get beat up by people around.
You might get harassed really bad. And,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
I mean, but who was
called patriotic?
Shannon Sharp said it best. He said, "If this was about a flag, you know what I mean, and if this was about a song, he said, then we're giving people the right to die for clothing and for shoes and for shirts, and you know what I mean. I mean, think about it, because then if you got an American flag on your shirt." You know what I mean? So it goes deeper than just being a piece of cloth. So and I respect what he's saying, because it brings back to the point that it has absolutely nothing to do with the anthem, nothing to do with the flag, nothing to do with soldiers, nothing to do with any of that. It's just pomp and circumstances that, those are some institutions that hold that in high regard. You know what I mean? But
I mean the NFL doesn't even hold it in high regard. I mean, they're literally being paid by the United States Army. It's propaganda to do that before every game.
They do that.
They literally get paid on the taxpayers' dime.
It's a global thing, because you represent your country, except for the fact that the NFL is only in America.
So why do they have to get paid for it?
Who?
The NFL receives money for doing that from the military. The U.S. government pays to put that display on before each game.
Really?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely. So how about not accept the money then? If it's about patriotism and all this other thing, which is not.
Well, then what the fuck are they doing that money?
Because it's propaganda and marketing. That's why they even do it at the beginning.
They said, this is completely off subject, but they said that Jay-Z, he turned down to perform at the Super Bowl this year, and I mean, which is completely unsubstantiated. So this is just allegations. But
I heard it.
They said they turned down there. Everybody's like, "Whoa, why would he skip out on that bag?" But then the NFL's like, "We don't pay anybody to perform."
Right.
I don't believe that either, though.
I did hear that though.
Look at those huge productions they put on.
But you know what kind of audience that it gets a person exposed to? Somebody could go perform in the NFL, put on a dope show. Their video could go from 100,000.
So you might not pay me, but you'll put me up in a green room. You'll fly me out. I'm sure you're taking care of food, room, board. Like that's still a form of payment.
People want the
cut the check. I want the bag.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I feel you.
Well, Bruno Mars should just perform, because he's fantastic. I love watching him perform.
Yeah, I mean, he is fantastic, and he did the show with Beyonce a couple years back.
Oh, he did the Super Bowl with Beyonce?
Him and Beyonce. They did the whole Black Panther thing.
Let them do it again.
And then everybody was pissed about that.
Do it again. Do the exact same show, same songs and everything. Bruno Mars is fantastic.
Yeah, he's an amazing.
He does look like a subhuman race. He doesn't look like human. He's a very funny looking man.
He's got an interesting hue.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
But his voice, man.
He's very talented, man.
So Ray Lewis, we got a public service announcement for you.
You need to shut the fuck up.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Yeah, so stop embarrassing yourself.
Stop embarrassing yourself.
God, your family.
Ridiculous.
You're embarrassing your family. Now, you know what I mean? Now you feel like everybody's unnecessarily in danger. You're getting death threats because you want to be a fucking idiot.
Oh, I saw someone on Twitter today. They said Ray Lewis just took his opportunity. This is when we need the Caucasian relief.
Yeah.
This is when that would
This is
help.
that moment.
Yeah, right now.
You hit it right on the head.
Pretty good.
Well,
Well, I guess that's what we wrapped up about Ray Lewis. So I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, Sunday's gonna be a very interesting game. I mean, this is the big header. This is the battle of the Beltway. You know what I mean?
The battle of the Beltway.
Yeah, man.
Slobberknocker.
It's Ravens versus Steelers. It's huge. You know, you got the murderers versus the rapists.
Who will uphold America's values?
I don't know because I'm not gonna watch it.
I'm not either. But I will talk about it next week.
And definitely we'll talk about it. I'll see the cliff notes. So in the meantime, YouTube stock is going up because that's where I'm getting all my football highlights from now. I'm completely banned ESPN. So I watch ESPN on YouTube, which probably is still not good because they get those monetization numbers or whatnot. But
right. And the other
no
crazy thing
it.
is there's been a history of political protests in sports.
Absolutely.
Led by blacks.
Because we're good at it.
We're good at it. I mean, somebody has to
It's
say
if you want to see me run around this field, you might want to stop killing my friends. It kind of fucks me up in the head, man. It makes it hard for me to jump as high as I do.
Focus, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean that's why I really respect people like Colin Kaepernick, not to mention LeBron James and many other current day athletes who are willing to use their platform and stand for things. I mean, really, LeBron James steps out to me because he takes his platform and he's like, look, I'm best at what I do. I'll say what the fuck I want. You know what I mean? So he has a passion there. And it's funny because
who's going to blackball LeBron James?
Impossible.
Impossible.
You know, I mean, well, and they tried it when he left Cleveland. You know what I mean? They're burning his jersey all over the place. He's like, dude, I'm going for the W.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you take that platform and you still get the W and you still adjust reality, I mean, once you're off the court, what are you? You're just a citizen.
Exactly. So
the reality of it is that that's necessary. And it to me, I think it speaks volumes into the generation that we are now and also where we've been, because if you look at Michael Jordan. When they asked Michael Jordan about Trump and the whole political thing,
I didn't get his comments.
Yeah, well,
but I could imagine.
I'll tell you.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it's funny. So what happened was, they talked to Michael Jordan and it's like, what about Trump and the left and the right and blue and red and elephants and donkeys and shit like that. And pretty much his statement was, they both buy shoes. Seriously, he's like, they're both buy sneakers.
Right.
And you got some other people who fit into that category, like Charles Barkley won't say a goddamn thing about anything. He's going. Shaq's gonna coon all over the place. Level. I mean, it's sad.
Charles Barkley is like the NBA version of Ray Lewis.
Absolutely.
When it comes to the coonery.
Absolutely, yeah. But less eloquent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he can't talk for shit.
He can't.
Yeah, he's a retard. Excuse me. But yeah, so now you're seeing a new generation is rising up. We're
gonna play some basketball.
And I think the reality of it is for those guys, they were the ones who were helping open the doors. But I can't even agree with that. Who the fuck plays ball as good as us? You know what I mean? They were great. You could have literally did anything you wanted. You could have took social stances, but they fed into the American dream, and they got what they wanted.
Some people get to a certain point where these type of things don't affect them on. Yeah. They don't feel they affect them on an everyday basis, and therefore it's out of sight, out of mind.
Get so high up the mountain, you forget how to climb down.
Exactly. Which is it's sad, but it's true, and it's happened throughout history. But it's a good thing that we have people like Kaepernick, that are willing to stand up and stand for something. Colin
Kaepernick, if you want to come to this show and sit and talk with us, I can't pay you good, but you can stay here and I'll feed you good. Yeah, you can live here rent free.
Hey.
I'm sure he's like you. He might be strapped for cash. Start a GoFundMe, Colin.
I'd support it.
Yeah, I'll support it too. I don't got much money to give him, but
something tells me he's got smart investments.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick's not dumb.
He's
good. He's gonna be good.
As soon as he did it,
he's never gonna play in the NFL.
He knew what he was gonna get.
That much.
Yeah, I know. And then that's one reason why, when I said it, stop being duped. It took one reaction to Donald Trump's words to get these people to kneel, and that's all it took for you to turn right back around and support the cause. This is why boycotts don't work.
No, there's
no dedication.
Well,
they can pander, they can appease, or make it look like something that is not, and then people are right back on it.
Boycotts work when they're executed properly. Like there has to be support for a boycott.
Right.
Like even what happened last week, like that's not a boycott. Like they just all decided like okay, talk shit. We'll all kneel, bitch. Don't be standing up this week. Like it's not.
Nobody was like we're not gonna play.
No.
Now that would have been bold.
What are you gonna do? I mean, I guess it depends on where you are in your contract, but
yeah.
But you got to have balls to do that.
You do.
You have to.
The only way.
And I think the reality of it is viewers really have to. I mean, we're the end users. Viewers have to have the most courage to not watch, because when the viewership is down, something has to change. They can't get paid what they pay if they can't fill seats.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean,
but I disagree on the point that it's the viewers that have to take the lead. I think the players need to take the lead. It because it's something to say, to stand up for something when you can lose what you perceive as everything. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm me as a viewer. I'm not going to lose any income. I'm not going to lose any sleep over not watching it. You know what I mean? So
that's why I say the viewers should. I think some of these kids and guys who are in the league right now, and if you look at some of these kids who are in high school, college, I don't think that their shot should be stripped away from them. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think that the avenue of the lane. I mean, no one wants to do away with sports. It has nothing to do with sports. You know what I mean? But I think that if we're gonna be in this place, I think it takes certain people to stand up. It does take some players, but at the same time, if LeBron James decides he doesn't want to play basketball anymore, I mean, of course, viewership and things like that are going to follow. Mm-hmm. But where's the reprise? I don't think there's the reality of it is I think that there has to be a balance between what you believe in and also what your purpose is. Mm-hmm. I mean, these guys are made to do what they do. They're built that way.
You know what I mean? I think that they can still do it. You know how long I think it would take them to buck up if they decided not to play?
1 season.
1 week.
Ooh.
If they were really committed to that shit.
Oh, damn.
Think about the economic impact.
They would all be fired.
You know what happened when Montgomery boys boycott? When niggas stopped riding buses? Mm-hmm. The bus companies wanted to immediately change the policy.
The bus drivers were always like, "I'll let them niggas sit up front anyway." Like,
the people that were losing them, but they wanted to.
They're
immediately.
Like, can you imagine the bus driver Rosa Parks? He's like, she always sits there. Yeah. He probably gave no fucks. It was the other guy who was riding the bus, and I think you're right. Well, I think it kind of goes back to my point too. I mean, the viewers are the ones who are riding the bus. Yeah. The players are the ones who's driving it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So. If we band together, it's gonna affect some change. But at the same time, it has to be supported by those who we believe in. I mean, and
this country's so divided. You're gonna have those that like half of us may be like, nah, we're not gonna watch it, but you're still gonna have those that are gonna watch it and spend just more money just to spite those people.
And it's not even really spending money, like I think it's about also not filling seats. Not buying merchandise, not what I mean, not perpetuating the brand. And the more the brand is not perpetuated, the more it's gonna fall off, and they're gonna be forced to adjust. And I think that's the reality of it is when we live in a democracy, a lot of people don't realize that the government is of the people, by the people, for the people. Well, we don't treat it that way. Because if that was the case, then we would force politicians and people who are in high places who perpetuate the enthusiasm and the existence of our culture. Like football has something to do with our culture. You know what I mean? There's so many things that have to do with our culture, and the people who perpetuate that, who we say, hey, this is something culturally that that we hold in high regard. Mm-hmm. They gotta have the balls to stand behind it. So it has to be done on the people's side, because if you directly are now saying that we no longer want this to be a part of our culture because it's not this and that. You know what I mean? It's the same way with the government, the president. People have to realize that it's for us. And if it's for us, then we have the ability to affect it. But it's not done on an individual basis. Collectively, we got to be fed up with the bullshit.
I believe about getting the most done with the fewest amount of people, because when you get too many fucking people involved, it all gets in disarray.
And I now, with that being said, with what you just said, I can see exactly what you mean when it comes to the players. Because if that's the case, and that's your avenue, if the players were to do that, then it would directly affect things. And I think that's why it's okay to be different and sometimes opposing, because even in having dialectic differences in what we say is important, you say the players are the most important, I say the viewers are the most important. How about you work on the players and I work on the viewers because we can get them both. We'll shut that whole shit down.
Let's make a record. Embarrass everybody. Call everybody out.
You know, they made that tech fuck Donald Trump. Let's do a fuck Ray Lewis show. Fuck Ray Lewis. Fuck Ray Lewis.
Get on your knees.
Shit.
Get on your knees.
Get on your
Take
knees.
Take a knee, right?
Get on your knees. Fuck Ray Lewis. Get on your knees. Let me stop there. I live in Baltimore. He's going to murder me.
I don't think he wants to come back here like that. I don't think he wants to be caught in these streets slipping.
I'm gonna be fucked up, dude. I'm gonna fucking be like at the casino, and then like Ray Rice and
it's like the irony, man.
Ray Rice and Ray Lewis are gonna step into the elevator with me. I already know what's gonna happen. Ray Rice is gonna beat the shit out of me like I'm his wife, and then Ray Lewis is gonna murder me on camera and get away with it.
But money, you know, and it was a big thing. They say he donates a lot to the city of Baltimore, which is cool and everything. But that goes back to the problem. Money does not solve these problems.
No.
Money does not solve these problems.
It doesn't.
And, you know, how could these people sign this protest to get his statue taken down after all he's done for this city, blah, blah, blah. But when it's time to stand up for the majority of the city who look like him, you know what I mean? The majority of the NFL players that look like him, you know what I mean? He can't stand.
It's for the people. Like, no one's. Here's the thing, though. Like, if you're like, Ray Lewis has always been someone who is for the people. So if the people are saying like this ain't what we want, then get with it because you're for the people. So when you're doing shit that's no longer for the people and you're directly opposing the people, then we're like, well,
that's the past.
Fuck you. You know what I mean? Let's tear that statue down.
Right,
you know what I mean? You got your ring. You're retired. You got a place in the back office. You get to be a commentator. You travel. You're richer than the majority of the community that you represent. It is your duty. It's his duty. It's his duty to represent them. It's his duty. Otherwise, he deserves everything that he gets.
Everything
we should
that
tear that fucking
matter.
statue down. I'm gonna go down there tonight and draw a fucking dick on it. I'm lying. I'll go fucking straight
right now.
to
You just
jail
told
for that
everybody.
shit.
So when they're gonna come like, so
the fucked up part is someone's gonna do it,
Yeah,
and now I'm gonna fucking get arrested for it. And you know me, I'm not just gonna go easy.
Bet they'll tune in next week. Though. Hey.
I know.
Let's capitalize on this.
Whoever draws a dick on Ray Lewis's statue, go ahead and you can hit me on my Instagram.
Bail
or
him
Facebook.
out. Bail him out when they come.
Bail me out if you did it. Like, it's your fucking fault, and then you can come on the show, and we won't reveal your identity. I do have good Jewish lawyers who don't care about anything but money, and I'll be out. I'll be out today.
Yeah,
It'll be good.
do it.
Yeah, unless they kill me rather than arrest me. Which is what they'll probably try to do. We'll have to make sure it's on camera.
Yeah,
oh, no, that
doesn't work either.
That doesn't work either.
Damn it.
Well, then I guess I should probably just, after we sign off, just go home with you.
Just take a knee. Just take a knee.
Just run. Just leave. I swear
Well,
to God,
I just got my car. I just got my car at the shop, so it's running. It's running right. So
perfect. Let's
I
not
got
tell
you.
them what kind of car it is. We'll
I
just
got
leave
you.
it at that.
I got you.
And the fucked up part is, dude, if I watched it, well, I don't watch the news, but if it comes through on like my feed, like Ray Lewis statue had a dick on it, then I'm going to.
I'll be in the whip, man. Coming back from DC to get you, man.
Yeah, I'm just telling you now.
Just meet me at the spot.
I'm telling you now that
meet me at the spot.
So me saying that I didn't do it right now, is that like plausible deniability, or is it because I'm ramping up to actually do it? And it's gonna be a white dick. It's gonna be a small white dick, real close to his mouth with big balls that dangle down to his chin. It's gonna be Steve Bisciotti's little penis. Ray Lewis, take my advice.
You need to shut the fuck up.
Please.
Indeed. I second that.
Well, that was a good segment.
It was.
Round of applause for Colin Kaepernick. He's for the kids, so
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with the kids giving him a good shot. So round of applause.
Indeed.
Go back to this creepy music too.
Turn the creepy music on. Let's get into some. What do you want to get into, man?
I don't know. You want to play some music? That was kind of
let's
heavy,
play some
man.
music. We got into
gotta help people get over
lighten
the
this shit
hump.
up, man.
I think we did get to kind of like some type of consensus, and also gave out some relevant information as to what was going on, so that people can be informed and focused better to form their own opinions on what's going on.
Yeah, hopefully, people took it that way and listened to it that way, and don't divert and make this about the flag or the military.
They might just go put dicks all over Ray Lewis's statue.
There might
Just
more
do it.
dicks than you can count.
Just
20,000 dicks for everybody who signed that damn
And
petition.
white marker, or like whiteout. 20,000 tiny little,
come back here.
tiny little white dicks with huge balls all over Ray Lewis's statue.
Tiny dicks with huge
Tiny
balls.
dicks with huge balls.
You know what I mean? It's ironic because clearly he has no balls. 2 knees on a fence equals no balls.
Yeah, I mean, the balls of the people around him must be big because they got him doing some crazy shit. And he doesn't even realize he's getting fucked because the dick is so small. All right, I'm done.
Let's get into this music, man.
Oh man. Let's go back to our spotlight artist from last week.
Bentley Hendrix.
Yeah, man. I really enjoyed hearing a lot of his stuff. I'm gonna go
he
to,
went in on we played like 4 of his tracks. He went in on all of them pretty much.
Yeah, he did. He did awesome.
It was good work, man.
Let's go to Very Well. That was my favorite one.
Very Well. I like that joint too.
So we'll be back to you guys in just a little bit. Thanks for riding out with us and getting deep with us. They got deep with us today, man.
Dead ass, man. All I got to say is, man, Ray Lewis, take a knee. I just want to close with that.
Just one.
Take a knee.
Pick one. They're like left or right.
It's okay.
Pick one.
It's okay.
You can't pray on one knee.
Not in Ray Lewis. Not the Ray Lewis's guy.
He got to be on both knees.
Not the Ray Lewis's guy.
Was he Muslim? The fuck? What God is Ray Lewis praying to? Hold on. What God requires you to take both knees? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, what kind of bullshit is that?
The 2-knee guy.
I took 2 knees so I could touch the God. And this, dude, God, you don't even have to take a knee to pray, bro. You could have stood the fuck up and had some fucking balls.
I actually sit Indian style.
I would respect him so much if he just would have just stood up.
I sit Indian style.
He said, "Couldn't you see my mouth moving?" Yeah, you're selling it. You were selling it real.
And the
good.
only reason he even said that bullshit was because Shannon Sharp called his bitch ass out.
His bitch.
Otherwise, he would have let it ride. He was just following.
Shannon Sharp for president.
Hey, let's do it.
Let's do it. Shannon Sharp would do fucking great. As long as he doesn't make like Skip Bayless his vice president because he's a dick.
Absolutely.
And Stephen A. Smith just needs to disappear.
Loudmouth.
I really don't like him. I think he's like a clone or like an alien or some type of like. I like Stephen A. Smith to me is like slapstick. Like he's a joke.
He probably didn't have a lot of friends growing up.
He doesn't have any friends now. Fuck him.
Yeah.
He's annoying as shit and
Very
loud.
well. Very well.
I know. I'm so glad I had to deal with him. I just got to deal with Ray Lewis.
Fuck it. We through with it. Very well.
I got enough to worry about in Baltimore. I got Ray Rice trying to beat me up in elevators. Ray Lewis trying to murder me at every turn. Steve Bisciotti with his huge balls and little dick swinging all over the goddamn place.
I don't know what you're gonna do, man. We'll figure it out on the break.
I'll handle it very well.
We'll figure it out on the break. Very well.
I mean, you really left me no choice.
Bentley Hendrix make this.
It could have all been so different.
Bentley Hendrix. Very well.
Very
Oh,
well.
Exclusive. Only on the Hump Day HideOut.
Yeah, y'all boys time, y'all boys ain't do shit. Crunch time, clutch time, who y'all gon' go get? Don't waste my time, some of y'all don't got snip.
Cut off.
Follow yo whole little bitch, go get bent. Corner get bent, sippin' getting bent. If you see me with her, she was getting bent. I don't give a dick, she just get bent. Had to say the shit twice, these little bitches think that they twins. Juiced up, no creatine, pip game, no pinky ring. Cut them off, need a guillotine. Real quick, won't feel a thing. Ice cold, go real mean. Bitch ain't no real team. Fast money, so ill team. Bitch ain't no real team. Real team. When I do what I do, I be doing it very well. Fuck if you cool with it, still gonna be doing it very well. When you see the movement, just keep it moving very well. Said you was cool, shit, fuck it, be through with it very well. Whatever you do, shit, I hope you do it very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Whatever you do, shit, I hope you do it very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Fuck niggas too finicky, real bad for my energy. Smoking, trying to find inner peace. Praying to God for my enemies. Lord, please let them envy me. Tell a bad bitch what it's finna be. In a circle where the winners be. Oh, hungry nigga, where the dinner be. Got a blunt roll, that's the centerpiece. Got a centerfold going in a P. Dig deep, deep till I hit a G. That's what the fuck is called in a piece. Shit, forgive me, Father, if I kill a beat. So I still don't know what got up into me. Real nigga story, I'm just continuing. Rich nigga, that's what I am finna be. Whoa. When I do what I do, I be doing it very well. Fuck if you cool with it, still gonna be doing it very well. When you see the movement, just keep it moving very well. Said you was cool, shit, fuck it, be through with it very well. Whatever you do, shit, I hope you do it very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Whatever you do, shit, I hope you do it very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Whatever you do, shit, I hope you do it very well. Very well. Very well. Very well. Whatever you drop, shit, I hope that shit barely sell. Quit playing with me, nigga. Oh, God. We the guys.
Super naked happy time.
Let me inhale you like drugs. Swallow me up in your love. I could wait a whole lifetime for you. Still give all mine to you. Never mind their line just for you. Bet they won't take the time I do. Let me help you get all your priorities straight. Find what you need in this love that we made. Yeah, okay, so I keep it diamond too. Hell no, they ain't half as fine as you. Now they all wanna find the time for you. Well, they pick the fine time to do it. Let me get it just right. More than one try. Show me what you like. Show me what you like. Get you excited if I know how you like it. Show me how you ride it, and I might just wife it. I know what they say about me, nothing but trouble, trouble. But they don't know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To get my point across to you, go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. Yeah, I know what they say about me, nothing but trouble, trouble. Know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To get my point across to you, I go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. You keep telling me this and telling me that. If you get this, there's no going back. It's always from the soul when I speak. You know I gotta practice what I preach. I go through the trouble so you see. He can do it half as good as me. I hate to waste time, so why would I lie? I catch your vibe when you catch my eye. And I know exactly what you need. I'ma grip your ass, you grip the sheets. You ain't never gotta ask for anything. For your love, I go to the extreme. Let me do it just right, need more than one night. Show me what you like, show me what you like. Get you excited if I know how you like it. Show me how you ride it, and I might just wife it. I know what they say about me, I'm nothing but trouble, trouble. They don't know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To get my point across to you, go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. Yeah, I know what they say about me, I'm nothing but trouble, trouble. But they don't know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To get my point across to you, go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. What they say about me, I'm nothing but trouble, trouble. Yeah, they don't know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To keep my point across to you, go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. Yeah, I know what they say about me, I'm nothing but trouble, trouble. Yeah, but they don't know enough about me to go through the trouble, trouble. To keep my point across to you, go through the trouble, trouble. That's why everything I do is worth all the trouble, trouble. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
This is Billy Hendricks with Trouble.
Trouble, trouble, trouble.
And he makes good music.
And he makes good music.
And he worked with you on that Billie Jean track.
And you did that.
It's fantastic stuff, man.
Fantastic, fantastic. Speaking of trouble.
If anyone's, before we speak of any trouble, if anyone's an indie artist or independent artist, local, doing your thing, hit us up, man. Go to humpday-hideout.com, subscribe to the email list, and shoot us an email. And let us know what you're about and what you're doing. We'll make you our spotlight artist. We'll add your music into our rotation, and we'll be sure to give you endless, shameless plugs. Well, okay, it's not endless, but
there are limits to this. There's levels to this shit. But I think any artist would be satisfied. You know, free random plug, free random. You know what I mean? what's the word I'm looking for?
Promotion.
Yeah. So
try to give you a little extra popularity.
a little bit of that, a little bit of something. So yeah, definitely do that, or email us directly at the humpday hideout at gmail.com.
Yeah, and we'll go from there, I guess. Fantastic.
We're gonna make you subscribe, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
You might want to.
You might want. Hopefully, the people want to.
Some special things that happen when you subscribe.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna tell them what yet, though.
We got things to offer.
A lot of
places
things
to go, people to see.
People to see, places to go.
I like how you put some emphasis on that. You know,
I was trying to like spin it, but
okay. I thought you were trying to flatter me. Imitation is a sincere form of flattery.
Are you flattered?
A little.
It worked.
All right,
cool. So let's give out some wins and losses.
Some dubs and L's. That's when I was talking about the trouble.
Dubs and L's.
Oh, Mysticals. Looks like he's still losing in life.
Really? What's going on with Mystical? You talking about the fast rapping kid with the braids?
Yeah, who had went to jail for like an alleged rape.
That wasn't alleged. He raped his
he was
housekeeper.
Convicted. I'm sorry, he was convicted of rape.
He raped his house. They ran a train on her. It was a group rape.
Oh wow.
Grape.
So apparently, this was crazy. Like apparently he's up for arraignment again.
He raped somebody else.
It was another until he's convicted.
He's just so aggressive. You give me that pussy and I take it.
I think Trump might have hyped him up. It was a combination of Donald Trump making pussy grabbing okay, and Kevin Hart giving all black men confidence and all short men confidence.
Don't they realize that it doesn't work for black people? And honestly, public opinion means a lot. So the only reason why Kevin Hart is not getting railed on right now by the entire world, it lasted for 2 days. The only reason why it's not still going down is because everyone loves Kevin Hart. They're like, fuck that bitch.
They'll overlook anything. We're like Ray Murder. We're like Kevin Hart.
They're like, it's not the first family he's destroyed. I mean, it's his family. He's let him destroy him all he wants.
You know what I mean? There'll probably be some great comedy from this.
Yeah, he'll be a good case. He'll be like Artie Lang from the Howard Stern Show. He'll be a heroin addict that'll make millions for time. He stop right there.
Right. So apparently, Mystical's lawyer doesn't even believe him. He missed his arraignment.
Oh, the lawyer didn't show up.
He didn't show up. So
well, he might have been. It might have been that chick who got kicked off the flight in Baltimore for the pet allergy. She's like, I have a severe pet allergy. You know, like, get the fuck off. She's like, no, I have this rape arraignment I need to make it through.
So his shit continues. He will not get to know the results.
So this is the second time he's been in prison for raping somebody. I think he's accepted that he's a rapist.
Who he is.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it as long as I know. You know what I mean? Like, if I know that's your thing, if you say, dude, I got problems, man. I like raping people. I'm like, all right, it's cool, man.
Get you some help, man.
Let me walk you to your car. Yeah, I'm not going to get you any help. I don't know how to help people like that. First thing my people are going to say is like, well, how do you know this guy? And I'm like,
and why? And why are you still hanging out?
I'm like, well, I thought it was group sex that we were having, but apparently
he had another
the blindfolds and gags weren't a part of the deal.
So
she didn't sign up for that. So
that's when I left.
Yeah. They're like, I thought it was just like a porno or something, but once they took the gag out, she cried for help. Jesus Christ!
So Mystical's a loser.
The first rape case, it was his like housekeeper.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She should have got a Swiffer.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Goodness.
And then I don't know who this person is, but I don't think.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't even matter at this point.
It definitely doesn't matter to him.
Nah, he has no impulse. Control.
I mean, we do remember his hit song was Danger. He would go, danger. Mm-hmm. Watch yourself. Danger. Look. Get on the floor. The nigga right here. If that doesn't sound like rape.
Wow.
I just you see that? Down. You see that?
You broke it down.
Hell yeah. I know what I'm doing.
God damn it! But
I also know what I'm not doing too.
Right, not hanging. Hopefully, you're not. Have never and never will hang out with Mystical.
So I mean, that was an easy one. Mystical definitely takes his huge, massive L. We're gonna put it in an envelope and we're gonna send it to him along with the rest of the things that you can send the prisoners. We're not gonna put any money on his green dot.
No.
And we're not gonna give him any commissary because he should be already take care of that. But in the meantime, if you do have internet access, because nowadays jails are crazy. And you may even have a cell phone. I want you to check this out. This is a gift.
That remind me of another. Oh man, this was just like a week.
Let me give Mystical his gift first. This is from the Hump Day Hideout to you, Mystical. You do not win this time. You take this loss.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are fired.
You know what?
You're dirt and you're fired.
This has been a fucked up week for that type of thing, not allegation, but that type of situation. Former Congressman.
There's more
I just thought
rape
about
going on?
former Congressman Anthony Weiner. You know, has been all over the news for his issues with young girls. He got convicted.
His name is Weiner.
Weiner. He got convicted, bawling, crying in the courtroom.
He did cry, didn't
and he's afraid, because he's afraid that he's going to get that ass handed to him. And
no, that's not going to happen. He's going to be handing it out. They're not going to be handing it to him. He's going to be handing it out. It was different. It doesn't work the way it was on the outside.
He'll become resolved to the fact that, he can't fight it.
Yeah.
He'll just
Eventually, you just ease your muscles.
It's Friday again.
You got to push without pushing. Just let it flow.
So the former Congressman Anthony Weiner is going down.
I like you, and I want you,
and I want you,
and I'm gonna have you.
You can do this the easy way.
So I like to give him some grape jelly. Make him suck grape jelly out my booty. Anthony Weiner, I hope someone makes him suck grape jelly out of their booty.
There's no sympathy, man.
None whatsoever. So I mean, what was he doing?
He got caught up sexting with a 15-year-old girl.
So he's like showing pictures of his wiener.
All type of crazy shit. He was already on the fence from previous, encounters.
I don't even understand why all that's necessary. Like, if you got a 15-year-old girl that's already communicating with you, you probably don't have to do all that. It's probably not necessary. Yeah, you probably could have completed the mission without going to prison, but you want to be a fucking freak. And, like, what kind of delusions of grandeur do you have to where you're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep
doing
this
it,
child, right?
Mm-hmm. It probably was a setup. You know what I mean? The whole time
she probably was like, "Don't worry, I pay my own cell phone bill. Work at Taco Bell, Mr. Weiner." Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so Weiner, he's another loser this week.
So he's going to prison?
Yeah, he's going to do real time. I think
let's give a round of applause for the judicial system.
It worked this time.
And of course, the kids are very happy because he'll
finally off this scumbag is off the streets.
He'll stop texting them.
God damn it, fucking up the phone bills and all kind of shit.
Anthony Weiner, I'm sure that you are aware, but just in case you're not.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should be, because you are dirt!
You are dirt.
Dirty, dirty, dirty motherfucker.
And when you get to prison, someone's going to play in your dirt.
Play in the mud out back.
All right. If it ain't no grass in the front, go play in the mud out back.
And there is no grass in prison anywhere.
The only thing you can play in is the dirt. And they're not even going to grace him with the mud. Fuck that. He's going to get busy in the dirt.
So he's a jerk and a loser.
And now he'll be in prison, which he should be. Him and Mystical, they can hang out together. They can compare stories.
Trade notes.
This is one time in band camp when I was a counselor. Anyway.
So let's do some. Let's pick it up. Let's do some wins.
All right. So who's winning this week?
So the Forbes Cash King list came out here.
Oh, snap.
Hip hop artists. Let's see who's on it.
You
can probably already guess some of them.
Jay-Z.
Of course, he's on there. We're gonna start. Who's at the top of the list? Diddy. He tops the list once again, earning an astounding $130 million over 12 months, man.
That's fantastic.
12 months, indeed. So he's winning. Diddy's
give a W
to win.
For Diddy.
Shout out to Bad Boy. Can't stop, won't stop. He was not lying.
Bad Boy.
It does not stop. Them M's keep coming in.
Good for you, Diddy.
21 Savage went up to 8 M's. Diddy couldn't even do a record with all those M's coming in. He was 1, 2, 3. By the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be the entire song. Him just counting. And I think people would pay to listen to Diddy just count. I think that's what we've done it before.
You throw some ad libs in. Mm-hmm. I think that should go. We need to hit Diddy up. Let's see if we can get a line. Let's see if we can get in on this deal.
I think we have better things to do with our time.
Yeah, you're right.
We can get ignored by Diddy.
Who else is on? Who else is?
There's 50 Cent on that list?
Who else on this list?
I mean, Drake, I can imagine what power.
Drake, Jay-Z, and Dr. Dre maintain their positions in the top 5.
Awesome. Awesome. It's huge for Drake too, man.
Drizzy secured the number 2. He's actually number 2 by a wide margin, earning $94 million in 12 months.
Congratulations, Drake.
Jay-Z, he more than doubled what Jay-Z did at $42 million, and Drake got $34.5 million. And,
but this is music, right?
I'm sure it's off of everything.
I can't imagine Jay-Z only making that much money.
That's what it says. They didn't go into details about that.
Forbes has got to be skewed. There's got to be all types of fucked up.
That's all he made this year. That's what they're saying. Maybe, that's all Jay-Z. That was really, all they were able to get.
Really, that's fine. If that's all
and it may
you
be
made,
off music.
Only made $42 million.
And if it's just off music, I mean, it actually absolutely could.
I'll take 1% of that. Oh, we good.
Hell yeah. And I definitely got to do this. This is rounding it out, man. Chance the Rapper, Young Man.
Whoa.
Young Man cracked the top 5 with 32 M's.
Whoa, and all that money
despite
that he
having
donated.
no physical albums.
And despite not having a deal, too, man.
Not having a deal.
Kids, give it a
Sign
chance.
yourself or kill yourself.
The only reason I say the kids have to cheer for Chance is because Chance probably also donated to their school system. So
You ain't got the answers, man.
Sign yourself or kill yourself.
Sorry, that was wrong. You do have the answers, Chance. You have it.
Sign yourself. So that's a major milestone. I mean, Chance can't be older than
he
24, 25.
He really helped usher in the new age of streaming and how it's being received.
Yeah, I mean, giving the music away free. I mean, that's dope. Thanks for being a trendsetter, man. Being true to you.
I wonder when he's gonna break bad. He gotta get somebody to put a fine piece of pussy on him.
Maybe Usher can help him out.
Well, speaking of wins and losses, Usher has also been back in the public eye of the court system. There has been a gentleman who said that Usher also gave him herpes. I'm not sure which version of herpes because there's multiple. But it's not the kind that goes away with a little Orajel. So Usher, right? So
you need a lot of Orajel.
Probably might want to buy stock in the company. So apparently Usher's being sued by a guy now, and you would think, okay, well, how did this guy get herpes from Usher? They were probably at the club, passing around the same bottle, or maybe smoking on the same blunt.
Maybe.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I think.
Or
right?
maybe even taking showers in the same tub. You know what I mean? Not together, but just like
right.
I mean?
They're having a little freak fest.
Right, well, not even a freak fest. Like, say for instance, they might be like at a hotel, and like he Usher has this mad nice suite, and he's cool with him. He's like, bro, let me shower up before we go to like the club, and he's like, all right, bro, you use my shower, and he gets herpes from using the shower. Apparently, according to this guy, that is not what happened. Apparently, they were at like some type of Asian bathhouse, and
the worst kind of bathhouse.
Right. I don't even know. I've seen it in movies, but like, does that exist? Who the fuck goes there? Who does that? Who goes to Asian bathhouses?
People who are living double life.
Usher and this guy. So apparently they were at an Asian bathhouse, and he says that Usher wore him out like a dirty rug.
That's very specific.
Yeah.
God damn.
They
must have spent like
he inserted his phallus into his anus.
Tore him up, huh?
I always thought that Usher was like the flattest guy ever, but apparently he's into fat chicks and guys.
Oh my goodness!
Because that one chick you saw, I looked at her and I'm like, he did not hit that.
Unbelievable.
Did you see her?
I did.
She's sloppy.
It was unbelievable.
I'm
serious about that.
I mean, maybe he just caught the head, but still, like, do it with a condom, bro. You got herpes.
But you know what? That's one of the ones you can catch with the condom.
For real?
Yeah, because this shit curves around the base of your shaft. If you're making genital to genital contact, the condom only covers the penis down to the balls. If anything around there, if it's making contact with the skin, you can catch it.
That's true. I guess it's just the way that my life is set up.
Yeah.
If you can get all the way down to the balls, and you deserve whatever.
You got a problem.
Whatever I got down there, baby, is for you because you are special.
You got deep. You let me get. I don't know. I've never been that deep.
I'll be touching your soul. Like we'll be able to ask God for forgiveness by the time you get back to the head. Jesus Christ. So Usher, I don't know what you're doing, but this sounds like some old like Marcus Houston B2K. I don't know, but you're gonna take this L.
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
That sucks. The plot fucking thickens.
You are dirt.
Stop having homosexual sex in bathhouses with random people, Usher.
Just stop.
Just stop. Just cut it out. Just cut it out.
Simple as that, bro.
Just don't do it. People say, well, how do I... Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It takes a certain amount of effort to get into an Asian bathhouse.
It does, that takes planning.
Try.
Like, you got to get the knowledge. Like, I don't even know where these bathhouses are. Like, first of all,
I don't even. Even if I was like, like just a normal person, and just like, I still don't understand why I would wind up there. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. Maybe it's an Asian culture thing, and I don't want to offend any of our Asian listeners because I don't know.
Right,
but
dude, I can't explain that. Like, how do you end up there? How do you get the idea to go? Like, maybe he was just out one night, and then somebody's like, "Hey, we're gonna go to this."
And how does no one like stop you? Like, I would go to the front desk and be like, "Dude, Usher's fucking this dude in the sauna. I'm trying to get in there. I got 15 minutes left." You got herpes flying everywhere. Can you go stop him? You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, Jesus
out of control.
Christ.
Out of control, man. Get yourself together, man.
Or just don't go to Asian
or just be smarter about your shit. Something.
Stop fucking fat chicks and guys in Asian bathhouses, because then it makes the story undeniably true. Because if it was like some hot model, we'd be like, oh, we don't believe her. But when we see them, we're like, he did that. Because no one's going to lie about that. Like, look at these people. So Usher takes a loss today.
Oh, man. A lot of losers today. So Usher takes the L, definitely.
Usher definitely
takes
a
big fat L.
Well, I want to give Young Dolph a win.
Okay, I mean, I know the story, but make this make sense to me.
I want to give Young Dolph a win because we all. Well, I don't know if I say we all, but
he was shot.
Young Dolph was shot. This was yesterday. He was shot in Hollywood, actually in a mall in Hollywood, broad daylight, like mask off, like straight gangster shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And this is the second attempt on his life this year.
Yep.
And he got shot about 5 times this time. And they say he's gonna make a full recovery. And last time he was shot was at CIAA's.
His vehicle was bulletproof. It saved his life.
He knows something that we don't.
Yeah.
So it was at CIAA's, and they shot his vehicle up
100 times. Yeah,
at least 100 times.
Yeah.
And he made an album about it, and it did great. And he's some awesome song. 100 Shots is a great song. He's like, how the fuck you miss with 100 shots? I'm asking the same question.
Yeah.
They're like, I guess he too much prodding, and they're like, we're not gonna miss this.
Yeah, asking for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Right. And apparently, Yo Gotti is somebody who they say is a person of interest.
Right.
Of course, we know that Black Youngsta, who's with Yo Gotti, he was said to have been involved in the first shooting.
Right.
Well, he rented the van that was seen fleeing the scene. It was rented in his name.
Perhaps the dumbest thing.
Yeah, but apparently, I don't see anything happening with it. Like, Young Dolph's I guess not pursuing the situation. He just decided, oh, fuck it, I'll make an album. But what happened was apparently, and someone this should be the sound of a job opening. Yo Gotti and Young Dolph were actually staying at the same hotel. If one of your managers, so if one of your constituents shot my truck up 100 times, I would make it priority to make sure that we actively avoided one another. And someone clearly was not doing that.
Right.
And the thing about it is, if you live such a public life like Yo Gotti or Young Dolph, like, bruh, I knew they were at the same hotel. You know what I mean? Like,
you're in fucking L.A. How many hotels are in L.A.?
Exactly, bro. So apparently they got into an altercation at the hotel or whatever, or the mall. No. They said there was a fight at the mall. And someone unloaded on him. He got shot 5 times. And they made an arrest today, but I don't know how the hell you get out of there.
And they don't even know if that's an actual person who did it.
Yeah, they don't. They're just grabbing people up. So this should be interesting. But I'd say Young Dolph gets a W for shit.
Surviving?
Fuck surviving, because if he keeps doing this, he won't be surviving very long. But I do give him a W for living what he raps. I can't say that I condone this type of violence, but when it comes to the faking and frauding in rap music, there's been a lot of deaths in rap lately, and I think it's a message to these kids out here who aren't about that life. Like, some of these guys actually really come from the streets. They really have great stories to tell, and they really have carried on everything they took from the streets into this lavish lifestyle, and it's blowing back on them. I mean, Drake's one of Drake's constituents, Fifth, rest in peace. He was murdered in cold blood in Toronto, right in front of his apartment.
Yeah.
I mean, they emptied every bullet into him. I mean, it was a professional hit.
Yeah, it was.
And there's no arrest, no nothing. They know nothing, and Drake's not communicating or cooperating. So I mean, yeah, man, you got to be careful. You gotta. I think you got to be careful when it comes to what you used to do, where you are.
Hopefully, it's a wake up call. You know what I mean? Because you can be touched.
If you shoot my car 100 times and I don't wake up, then
it ain't no doing it.
Ain't no doing it.
But I mean, he made a record.
He's gonna go to war. So that album should be great if he outlives it. Let's see how it goes. So I want to give Young Dolph a win just because he's still alive.
Because he is who he is. He is still alive. So I mean, yeah, that has to be a win.
Young Dolph, we are happy that you're still alive, kids. Even though I don't want any of you children listening to this music,
please don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna go well.
Yeah, and if you're not about that gangster shit, don't get yourself hurt.
Just cut it out. Just stop it.
Just stop it. Just like we told Usher.
Just stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Usher, stop fucking men in bathhouses. Young Dolph, stop instigating the people who've tried to kill you twice.
And stand in the same hotel with them.
Man, I mean, you have all that. Clearly, you have money to go shopping at the mall. Why don't you take that credit card and say, let's check into another hotel. Just for peace sake. Listen,
let's stay in the suburb right outside of LA, baby.
Just so I can sleep well at night. You know what I mean?
Some peace. Everybody needs a little peace.
To me, it's
it's
exploitation, man.
You would think.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would think if I came from those conditions, I would want a little bit of peace. A little bit of peace.
I don't know I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't come from those conditions. And let's see what else we got going on. Young Thug, he's still in jail. That's a long
4
time.
days.
That's a long time for a weed charge, right?
Yeah, they trying to do something else. They trying to stick him with something else. That's suspicious.
Young Thug, his manager pretty much got life, right?
For what?
He was the one that shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus.
Like gun in hand? He was the trigger man?
He was convicted of it.
Wow.
He was convicted of it, and they threw some football numbers at him.
Seriously?
What's going on?
Why would you firsthand do that?
Well, they say that Birdman put him up to it. Like, first, you could hear the hand rub on the phone. It's like, and then he like, play boy, play girl, and they're like, there's no girls here, and he's like, play girl. But yeah, apparently they said that Birdman told him, like, I need you to handle that, and he shot Wayne's bus up, and then this guy took the fall for it, and Young Thug put out Easy Breezy, Beautiful Thugger Girl.
Well, there you have it.
Mm-hmm. And now he's in jail. So I just think that Young Thug needs to be worried because now we know that Wiener and Mystical are both in prison. And if Mystical gets a hold of that Thugger Girl,
and I want you, you can do this the easy way. Danger!
Watch your back.
Watch yourself.
I mean, the last album he dropped was Easy Breezy, Beautiful Thugger Girl. Yeah, so. He might actually be voluntarily staying in prison. Maybe his choice. They're like the commissioner said you could be released. He like, nah, I'm good.
I would go and do a couple days.
Put me back in G-pop. He's like, where's Mystical? Let me get extradited to his prison.
His lawyer didn't show up for
or he might be
today.
locked up in the same prison where Kevin Gates is. Kevin Gates is like, Young Thug, I eat the booty. Young Thug's like, oh, shit.
Eat up.
Hey,
bon appetit.
That's why I'm so skinny. Oh, this is taking a turn.
Well, let's switch it up again.
Right. We got any more wins and losses?
Tamar Braxton's husband, Vince Herbert.
Oh, he's a great producer.
But apparently, he's getting fucked by Sony because he's ordered to pay Sony almost $4 million.
For what?
Let's see. According to the suit, Sony paid Herbert to find new talent, and part of the deal required payments back from Interscope Records. However, Sony sued Herbert, claiming he started intercepting the money from Interscope in October 2015, thereby screwing Sony out of recouping the advance. Herbert failed to respond to the lawsuit, and the judge issued a default judgment, now including interest. Vince has to pay $3.7 million to Sony. Interesting note, I caught up with Tamar in Vegas over the weekend, and she apparently spoke with TMZ about retiring to focus on her marriage. So they got some shit good.
Honestly,
like, we gotta talk about it.
they have the money. They did. Just pay it, Vince. Just pay it.
Yeah, I'm like, why not respond to the lawsuit, man?
Vince is a super producer. Like, and I'm not going to say anything bad about him because he's one of my favorite producers, actually. And he's a super producer. I mean, he's ugly as hell, but he's extremely talented and he's a great guy. But yeah, pay up. Like you have the money, bro. You have the money. You
Pay
do.
the check, man.
Just pay him. So I guess he should take a loss for that. Like,
I think so.
Because if you're intercepting money, let's go back to the label. I mean, that's clear. You're pretty much what's happening is the artist who he's supposed to be collecting right now or helping and things like that. He's definitely hurting their career. So
it sounds like it. He intercepted,
right? Like
intercept.
Have you seen how big that motherfucker is? An interception is hard to do when you're that size. But,
he should have took the knee.
He should have took a knee. So Vince,
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Well, you should.
You should.
You are dirt.
You're dirt. Stop stealing money from people who made you rich. I know they stole from you for years, but you're good. You're married to a fucking Braxton, and she's fine as hell. Call it a day. Leave it alone. And she's like on daytime television too. Like they have money. Pay it. Pay it. Just pay it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised that most of these producers. I mean, I can imagine what their deals look like. I would be independent.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Producers are gonna get paid before the artist gets paid. You know, in most situations. So yeah, it's a come up, but yeah, I'm sure he'll be able to cover it. It's just kind of embarrassing reputation wise.
Yep. You know, there's a lot going on right now, especially at ABC News. NFL fans around the country are burning their season tickets, jerseys, and other team paraphernalia in response to football players taking a knee to protest. And I just want to encourage all those people who are doing that to, dude, send me those season tickets. I'll cut all this protesting shit short, bro. Fuck that. I could be in the box every Sunday eating like fucking cold shrimp cocktail and like cheese platters and shit. There's cheeses out there I haven't even heard of yet.
You know, I mean, the biggest thing that makes you upset is someone taking a knee. Imagine how people feel who are being victimized and murdered in the streets.
They don't feel that bad about it because Ray Lewis got off that shit. Just don't hit your bitch in the elevator because that'll get you out. If you take a knee or hit your woman, you'll be, you know what I mean. I mean, the thing about it is you just can't be blatant about your murder. Who was what's his name? Who used to play for the Patriots? It's so sad. I forgot his name already because he's dead. He killed himself in prison. What's his name?
Hernandez.
Hernandez. You know, he was just pretty blatant about it. He was a fucking gangster.
Yeah, he was a gangster.
Yeah,
he did not want to give up that life.
You scuff my Puma.
Look,
like kill you.
If it was Hernandez and Young Dolph would be gone. Nigga, like Hernandez does not play.
Yo, Gotti,
he's gonna make sure
you should have employed Steven Hernandez because Young Dolph will be out of there already.
Yeah, he don't play. What do you think about Tristan Thompson and Khloe Kardashian, man?
I think he's doomed. There's not any hope for him. The Kardashian curse is going to kick in. But I mean, I guess if that's the case, then we should also be worried about Travis Scott because he's
dating a young one.
Well, she's pregnant now. Did you hear that?
Oh.
Just this week it's released. Kylie Jenner is pregnant.
Wow. I bet Tiger somewhere in the corner
Scott.
crying.
Tiger, it's just the way his eyes are set up. He cries a lot. So, but I mean, Tiger released himself from that curse. I encourage any African American male to stay away from that family. I mean, look at Kanye. He's so deep in the sunken place. It's ridiculous. Have you seen recent pictures of him? He's put on weight.
I mean, when he started talking like he talks now, I was shocked. I was like, that's clearly the sunk. That's a clear example of the sunken place.
Yeah,
I'm like, I've never heard.
This is the only time I would encourage someone to like hit their woman. Like Kanye, just hit her. Just hit her, and they'd be like, you ain't that bad, bitch.
You ain't that bad.
You ain't that bad, bitch. And you'll be good. Like just one time. You know what I mean? Like don't even hit her. Just grab her at the top of the stairs and then let go. and then run down there and pick her up, and then in your head you're gonna be like, that bad bitch. And you'll be able to raise your children and be fine, and she'll get in compliance. You know, just call it a fucking day. Get that juju off your back, bro. Someone needs to slap one of them bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. All the shit they're doing, fucking taking the visage of like old hip hop artists making T-shirts without consulting their goddamn estates.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fucking. Let's not get into Pepsi. You know what I mean? Let alone sex tapes and the
I
appropriation.
forgot about that.
Dude, it took Lamar Odom was in the height of his career, and 30 days in, he was smoking crack in alleys.
Yo, he had to go in a bender.
Dude, he suffers from like seizures. He's had like a stroke.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, I don't encourage anyone to fuck with these women.
It sounds pretty volatile. It sounds pretty,
I mean, look at it.
life threatening.
And the thing about it is, the curse affects men, because look at Rob Kardashian.
You're right.
He got with Black China. She was fine, and it fucked him all up. Like, the curse affects men. Look at Bruce Jenner. Like, he's a woman now. Like,
and he killed somebody. Like, let's not forget about that.
and not, he's a murderer, and he's a woman now. He's a woman who murdered somebody. I don't even know if that's something you can explore. Like, these are stories that I'm not going to tell my children. Because I don't want them to know how fucked up the real world is.
Not yet. Let them find out. Let them slowly find out.
Well, I tell you what, wins and losses always help me get through my weekend. We're wrapping up. We got to get ready to wrap up here, man.
Oh shit, man.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of shit going on this week, man.
Well, you know what? Let's save it.
Because
there's gonna be a lot more shit going on next week.
Indeed.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, man, and I appreciate our listeners.
Yeah, our listeners are fantastic.
I appreciate our affiliate sponsors, DC Top 20, the Be Legendary Crew, and number 7. It's that time again. Hate to see you go. We hate to go,
but we got to.
But we got to go. Hump Day is rounding out. I hope you enjoy the rest of this Hump Day.
I hope we get you over the hump.
Hope you get to hump somebody before
and
it's
I hope
over.
that you go into the website and subscribe and the Facebook, and we got a lot of good stuff coming up for you guys. So this is the second episode of the Hump Day Hideout relaunch, and we are completely excited to be bringing you all this dope content. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, Be Legendary Crew, DC Top 20, old number 7, and everyone else out there who supports the Hump Day Hideout. My name is Maglo.
Sir Glenn Lamar.
I want to thank you for tuning in, and we encourage you to tune in next week as we have another riveting episode of the Hump Day Hideout.
Yeah, well. Now hump somebody.
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
This is the Hump Day
Anybody?
Hideout.
Julie,
It's the
guess
Hump
what day
Day
it is?
Hideout.
Oh, come on, I know you
It's
can
the
hear
Hump
me.
Day Hideout.
Mike. What day is it, Mike? Listen, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
This is the Hump Day Hideout.
Hump
This is the Hump Day Hideout.
Hump Day.
This is the Hump Day Hideout.
Hump Day.
This is the Hump Day Hideout.
Hump Day.
Hump Day. Hump Day Hideout. This is the Hump Day Hideout.
That was fucking epic.